I look younger after yesterday's shower. It's made my hair more fluffy and light, and now I look 10 years younger. Don't say I don't. I cannot escape the noise. I shut my window reluctantly. It's very warm, hot even, but so I can film without disturbing anyone or being disturbed. There's someone with a chainsaw or something, and I was in the kitchen. I could hear it just as easily, or even more so. It's chainsaw going on out there. Mary Mavis is making love to her husband. I don't know what's going on outside. It's a right old circus. Anyway, um, so I've got some. So I've got these. I think I've tried these before. But anyway, we're going to eat them together. Um, I'm not sure if I've tried them from Aldi. It's by their Inspired Cuisine range. Why do I say cuisine in such a strange way these days? Cuisine. Great for air fryer. Well, I cook them in a halogen oven because I'm rebellious like that, and also I do not possess an air fryer. So it sounds like a lot of hot air to me. These hot air fryers. They get very steamy apparently. Um, a bit like Boris Johnson, but that's another affair altogether. Mixed seasoned vegetable filling wrapped in crispy filo pastry. So pastry shouldn't be too chewy. Just waiting for them to cool down a bit. 6 large vegetable spring rolls. I can't remember the price. I have to try and find out. Or I may even still have the receipt. I finally got while the food's waiting. While we wait for the food to cool down, I finally I was not directly reimbursed by Aldi after they charged me twice for my shopping, £38.63. It's forever seared in my memory, and they actually made me overdrawn. But I think I was not charged any overdraft fees because I managed to get out of the overdraft same day, I believe. So I think I escaped punishment. And really, not even really, they should. You would be legally entitled to compensation, of course, because you don't ask to be charged double for your shopping. But what I did was I got Lloyd on Aldi on Twitter sent me around in circles. I explained I couldn't get to the store, and so forth. And so what I did was I called. I think it was a general Lloyd's helpline. They put me through to the transaction query department thingamajig, and um, they obviously have to do their procedure. They have to give Aldi a chance to say no. Actually, we have a right to take this money, even though they have no legal basis for doing so. Lloyd's have to act as an arbiter, have to be very neutral. But to give them credit, what they did was they refunded the money straight away, and they said Aldi have X amount of days. The line was it's a bit difficult to hear what she was saying, so some of it was lost on me. And she gave me a case reference number, which I don't think I fully got, but presumably when they write to me, as they said they would, their case reference number will be there. So I should get a letter soon. So basically they reversed the transaction straight away. From Lloyd's perspective, I know they've not seen my Aldi receipt, because theoretically you could, of course, that could be a legitimate charge if you went and purchased the exact same items or to the same value. But if you look at it, it's come out the same day on the 24th of July, but the actual purchase date was the 23rd, I do believe. It's not possible to, unless, I don't know, you scanned everything at once. They asked you to pay one. You asked for it to be split into two or something. But otherwise, it's not possible to get a load of items and quickly do that again, and within a space of basically 5 seconds or something, or 5 minutes. But the receipt, which is worrying because obviously it forms a part of the legal basis, the receipt actually says the first transaction was declined, which was why he then asked me to try again. So I moved from contactless to chip and pin. And when I spoke to the specialist from the transactions dispute department, she's, without any prompting from me, she guessed straight away what had happened. She said, "Did you try to make payment twice, 2 different ways?" I said, yeah, that's basically it. But at the same time, the receipt actually works in my favour. It proves that I do not owe the money because it says, so in that respect, it's useful because it says the first transaction was declined, which is misleading. That's inaccurate, but it proves that they only meant to take the payment once, whereas my bank statement proves that it was taken twice. So yeah, in my personal experience, contacting Lloyd's, that was the better. If you can pop down to a store, then that's good, of course. But so Lloyd's, if they're contacting or have contacted Aldi, it's up to them to dispute and say, actually, no, we should have charged this amount. And if they do, then I'll have to get back in contact with Lloyd and say, look, I've got a receipt here that proves they were only supposed to. Because you can see, and that's the thing, because it's got the last 4 digits of my debit cards. You can just go through all the Aldi payments, and you can see, hang on, you say you were supposed to take the payment twice, but you have no evidence that you're supposed to. In fact, your receipt says the first one was declined, but clearly it wasn't. So you can see there's so the contradictory nature actually works in favour of supporting the truth in somewhat. But but the point is, be careful when you get your receipts. Make sure that you were actually only charged once, especially if it says transaction declined, because in my experience that's misleading. They actually charged me twice. Naughty Aldi, you've been very naughty. I mean, it's not as though I don't spend lots of money at Aldi. I spend my life savings there. I mean, look, from Aldi, it's all from Aldi. Aldi cheese. I mean, everything's from Aldi, and they still want more money from it. It's one-sided. It's disgraceful. This relationship is not going to work. There's no trust. I do like Aldi on the whole, they're good. I do like the Northfield store in particular. The staff that work there are so attractive, so good at their jobs. The staff at the Northfield store are particularly friendly, I find. So, but yeah, so I've got some soft cheese because it's a very warm day. He's stopped now. He's mowing or chainsawing, whatever he's doing. But yeah, there was a lot of noise outside, and I just think of the neighbours. I do not want them to be forced to hear me munching and stuff. But well, anyway, so we've got these. Oh, they smell quite nice. I think I have tried these before. The reason I'm cooking them today is because I also purchased from Aldi, where I spend all my money at Aldi, so greedy, demanding more money from me. Vietnamese pho kit. Now, interestingly, so when I was in store, when I purchased them a week or so ago maybe, you're always panicking, you cannot wait to finish the shop and it's so hectic and stuff, and so forth. I thought they must be vegetarian because it's just, it only becomes non-vegetarian if you add non-vegetarian items, surely the basic ingredients are. And with this and the other one, the Vietnamese spring roll kit, hence why I'm cooking the frozen spring rolls to compare them and stuff. Compare my own creations versus the frozen ones. They all are vegetarian, both are vegetarian, the kits, save for the sauce here. So this has a fish sauce, anchovy, and this has just fish sauce, yeah, as well. Doesn't? Oh no, anchovy, yeah, both anchovies. So I've got some beetroot. I have some vegetarian sausages, Richmond branded. They're actually quite tasty. Also from Aldi, but I'm sure they sell them at other stores as they're Richmond. But yeah, spice and herb sachet. It says something about boiling the herbs in the pan, and this is with the you boil the noodles or something. So anyway, I also have this parcel thing in the oven, which is probably, yeah, it's finished cooking now because I've been speaking for over 8 minutes and I set it to 5 minutes, I think. So we'll jump into that in a moment, but let's try this with some cream cheese, soft cheese, whatever you call it. And a bit of mushroom. Was it aubergine? I think there may be some mushroom. It's actually quite succulent. How many were in the box? Oh, we've got the box here. Only 6, yeah, but they are. I mean, if you order from a takeaway, and not to say that, therefore this is inherently good, but these are tasty, by the way, and surely much cheaper than takeaway offerings because you get the smallest spring rolls for what, £3.50, £4.50, sometimes more. But no, this is actually quite succulent. I think I've tried these before, but that's okay. It's a bit of sweet corn, but anyway, we've got the usual stuff. We've got carrot, I suppose, some onions, some noodles, but the vegetables are nicely lubricated. There's nothing dry. I mean, of course, the coating's going to be dry, crispy, somewhat dry, but with the soft cheese, that helps keep it moist. And actually, yeah, these are not a bad, this will be my breakfast. Having breakfast, lunch, and dinner all at once. Partly because of my aligners, because I'm supposed to wear them for 22 hours a day at least. So for the last 3 days, I've been having just one meal a day, but one big meal. But it was also because I was doing these Rate My Takeaway spoofs and Gary Yeats spoofs, 2 YouTubers who sample food and such. So I had to cram. Oh, I ate so much food yesterday. I'd eaten far more. At, there have been times I've eaten far more, but in a very short period of time. So I ended up putting some sweet potato in the fridge. That was going to be part of the speech, but I've sampled enough food. I need to focus on the intro videos and the outro videos now for Gary Eats and Danny from Rate My Takeaway, respectively. Um, and then what I did, of course, created a continuity problem. I shaved yesterday just slightly, and I thought, oh gosh, now now I cannot do more of the now I cannot focus on my speed videos anymore. I have to wait for my hair to grow again because otherwise there'll be a continuity problem. I'm doing Danny's. Hello guys, we're back on the road again. Now today we're in Barnsley, and people will be wondering, hang on a moment. In the intro, you look like this, and then when it comes to eating the food, you've got more hair. How long were you waiting for the food to be delivered? So I know I have to wait a few days before I can do any more. I was thinking finally I can shave continuity problems, and I no longer a problem, but actually ended up causing a continuity problem. So now I've got to wait a few days. But yeah, these aren't bad, these spring rolls. Those inspired cuisine, I wish I could tell you the price, but we can find out. They're not bad actually, even without the soft cheese. I would buy them again. They are a more interesting way to have vegetables because vegetables like carrots, for instance, unless you're roasting them, they can be pretty bland, pretty boring. I mean, sometimes I like the earthiness of a quite naked carrots where you've not even roasted it. Sometimes it makes a change just to taste that earthiness. But um, yeah, no, that's. So it's not really a coleslaw inside. It's like a warm coleslaw, isn't it? A vegetable spring roll. You have like a warm coleslaw of a kind, nicer than coleslaws. I used to quite like coleslaws, but these days the supermarket, run of the meal coleslaws, I've really gone off them, so I do not really purchase them anymore. But yeah, spring rolls, that's a more interesting way to have mixed, diced, sliced, whatever vegetables. Those are quite nice actually. I'd buy them again. And also, as I did happen to have soft cheese to hand, especially as this is the very flavourful garlic and herb soft cheese, but even the standard brand would be fine. Um, this does add more flavour. This complements it well. I was just using it up, but actually it's a good choice. It works really well. So this, I think this was 99 pence, so it doesn't really add a great deal onto the price. I'm sure these were something like £1.60, £2.60, which isn't too bad when you think about it in today's, considering today's economy, I suppose it's not too bad. Yes, it's only vegetables in pastry, but they are quite tasty, I have to say. Um, so I will go and fetch that parcel thing, and then I will start boiling and whatever I'm supposed to be doing with these packages. So I will be back in a minute. Well, 30 seconds. So I've got the parcel with my remaining spring roll underneath. And I just put the Richmond sausages, 3 remaining vegetarian sausages in the halogen oven along with the mushroom. Mushrooms go slimy so quickly. It's just, yeah, it is a shame they go slimy so quickly. How are you enjoying your summer? It's crept upon us so quickly, hasn't it? Somebody on a social app was saying to me yesterday, I think they were in Spain. They said they were trying to escape Spain to get back to England, I think they meant. And in Spain, it's 39 Celsius. I was saying 27. It was 27 yesterday when I happened to check the temperature. That's too much. 30, no, 30, did he say, yeah, 37 or 39? I think he said 39. 39, that's, wow, that's wow. Yeah, I mean, who needs an oven in that heat? Just leave your food. I don't do that because that could give you food poisoning. But you take my point, I'm sure. Um, wow, and it does make shopping trickier, especially if you don't live that close to your favoured, preferred, able to get to supermarket, and cannot do home delivery or do not wish to. And usually there's an added cost of delivery, of course. Because then, yeah, especially if you have frozen food, you have to rush to get it home. You have to be very tactical. Okay, we'll get it out of the freezer last minute and rush straight to wait until there's a spot free at the cashier or the self-service tills are not busy. And like an episode of Mr. Bean, someone will go in front of you just when you think you've timed everything down to a precise mathematical calculation, and then or everything goes smoothly, then you're waiting half an hour for your bus and everything's defrosted. So yeah, there is that added worry. I'm thinking very carefully about how much frozen food I purchase and how to. Well, at the same time, if you purchase more, then that creates more cold. If it's grouped together, there's a case of putting all of your eggs in one basket. You end up losing lots of frozen food, but at the same time, it could keep the average temperature cooler. But anyway, so yeah, the kits, the stuff in the kits at least buy, and that shouldn't take long. So I put the sausages and the mushroom onto 20 minutes, I think, at about 200 Celsius. So I'm not sure if I've tried these before, but not that recently anyway. Some kind of mozzarella parcel. It does look pretty tasty, doesn't it? It's still quite hot. I think I can smell. I think I've tried these before, maybe months ago. It smells almost like a bolognese. So quite tomatoey. I'm not a big fan of tomato. Sometimes it's okay. When you get the option with takeaways to have a garlic base, or even though I'm not a fan of garlic, I prefer the taste. At least I can tolerate it better than I can tolerate tomatoes. And that does smell nice. I have to say that smells really nice. Oh, flaking pastry. Flaking pastry everywhere. But that does smell really nice. Oh my goodness, let's see if I can show you. I mean, it looks like a vegetarian lasagna or something. Oh, look at that. It does look nice. And I'll check the box in a moment to see the precise title and what it has inside. But yeah. Oh, I've got a bit of the spring roll pastry with it. Yeah, that's definitely cheesy. It's supposed to be mozzarella, I'm sure, but oh yeah, I suppose there is mozzarella. Yeah. There's that lingering saltiness, but in a pleasant way. It's quite nice. Yeah, the pastry is standard pastry. It's edible. It's okay. Again, it's a more interesting way of eating vegetables because vegetables can be so boring. So it's not bad at all. I can't remember how much they were. You get just two in a box. And they're fair sized. You could have some chips on the side, some beetroot slices, whatever you fancy. And then you've got a bit of a meal going. But even by themselves, they're a bit of a meal. A bit more than a snack, wouldn't you say, anyway? They do smell nice. Something really, really reminds me of pasta, even though there's no pasta, just because of the tomato reference. It's like a bolognese of some kind with just vegetables. Here we have pepper, I believe, and a herb of some kind. Or is that a bit of cabbage? Or pak choi, maybe? But yeah, when it's cooled down, it'd be quite easy to pick up with your hands. Oh, there's something I cannot quite put my finger on, but something I tried quite recently. What was that I just sampled? It's nice anyway, and in terms of spice, there's not really a hit of any kind. It's quite calming in that regard. No, there's no lingering. There's no black pepper or anything that I can really taste. Maybe there is, and I just can't taste it. But I would definitely buy these again. They're pretty nice. If the price is right, then it's quite a nice, ready-to-make thing. Just shove in the oven and Bob's your uncle. If your uncle is called Bob, if he's not, then I do apologise for deceiving you about the true nature of the name of your uncle. Yeah, that's nice. Both are really nice. The frozen spring rolls are nice. I'd happily eat them again. And the mozzarella and tomato, whatever they are, vegetarian bolognese, vegetarian lasagna, parcel things, they're very nice as well. There's a nice almost creaminess to the cheese or to the tomato reference. But yeah, they're both very nice. I need to go and so I'm going to be a bit sudden here because I need to go and I've got some water in a pan, but I need to turn the hob on and start boiling So I'm going to finish this and then I'll open the kit and then we'll do some more cooking.